Welcome to Facts Mystery Box. Let's get started. Pahalgam, a beautiful and peaceful region in Kashmir, was suddenly struck by a tragic attack. Unknown assailants opened fire on security forces and tourists, resulting in the loss of many precious lives and leaving several others injured. The incident has spread fear and panic throughout the area. Following the Pahalgam attack, tensions between India and Pakistan have escalated sharply. Both sides have issued strong statements, and increased military movements are being observed along the borders. The situation has become extremely delicate. The rising tensions are also negatively impacting the economy. Stock markets are experiencing significant declines, while anxiety and fear among investors are growing. If the situation worsens further, both countries could suffer substantial economic losses. God forbid, if war breaks out, both nations would face irreversible damage. According to military experts, in the event of a full-scale war, India and Pakistan could only endure intense warfare for a few weeks. The presence of nuclear weapons makes the situation even more dangerous. In such a critical scenario, the only solution lies in dialogue and restraint. Both countries must act sensibly and seek peaceful solutions to their issues. War is not the answer, it only leads to greater destruction. After the Pahalgam attack, the United Nations and the international community have expressed deep concern. The UN has urged both countries to exercise restraint and prioritize dialogue, while major world powers including the US, China, and Russia have also appealed for de-escalation. There is global fear that if tensions are not brought under control, the entire region could become unstable. The media has generated significant hype over the situation. Indian and Pakistani media are presenting their own narratives, while the international media is linking the conflict to the risk of war. Social media is further escalating tensions with rumors and emotional commentary. The greatest victims of this tension are the common people. Residents of border areas are living under the shadow of fear. Many families have been forced to abandon their homes, and psychological stress is rising among women and children. Social media is worsening the situation. False information, rumors, and hateful content are reaching millions, making it difficult to distinguish between truth and lies in this digital war. This is not the first time tensions have flared between the two countries. Incidents like Pulwama, Uri, and Kargil teach us that war has never provided a lasting solution. It's crucial to learn from history. The younger generation, the future of this region, is fearful of war. Students, youth, and social activists from both countries are advocating for peace and development, not hatred and conflict. It's vital to listen to their voices. Despite differences, cultural and religious harmony still exists between the two nations. Music, poetry, cuisine, and shared heritage continue to connect us rather than divide us. These shared values can serve as the foundation for lasting peace. In 1960, India and Pakistan signed the Indus Waters Treaty under the supervision of the World Bank. Under this treaty, 6 rivers were divided. 3 eastern rivers were allocated to India and 3 western rivers to Pakistan. This treaty has remained an important yet fragile link between the two countries. Recently, India has refused to fulfill some of its obligations under the Indus Waters Treaty. In response, Pakistan's government has indicated it may approach the United Nations, the International Court of Justice, and the World Bank. Experts warn that if India attempts to block water flows, it would be a serious violation, potentially triggering a silent but dangerous water war in the region. Water resources in both countries are rapidly depleting. If the Indus Waters Treaty is compromised, it could trigger not only a diplomatic crisis but also an environmental and economic one. In the future, water might become the new weapon of war. It's a fact that both India and Pakistan are nuclear powers. If rising tensions lead to war and, God forbid, nuclear weapons are used, not just South Asia but the entire world would be affected. Millions of lives could be lost, and environmental destruction could last for decades. Therefore, peace, patience, and dialogue are more crucial now than ever. The international community has expressed deep concern over the Pahalgam attack and the subsequent rise in tensions. The United States has urged both countries to exercise restraint and engage in direct talks. Russia has offered to mediate, emphasizing that instability in South Asia poses a threat to global security. Saudi Arabia has stressed that the Muslim Ummah must move toward peace and development rather than conflict. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned that any further escalation between India and Pakistan could prove disastrous for the entire region and offered to mediate internationally. The U.S. President, Joe Biden, stated that both countries must avoid the path of war and establish peace through negotiations. The U.S. has also highlighted the issue at the UN and other global forums to prevent a major crisis. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman emphasized that any war in South Asia would affect the entire Muslim world. Saudi Arabia has also offered to mediate and stressed the need for peace. The United Kingdom has called for peace after the Pahalgam attack. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stated that stability in South Asia is essential and that global negotiations must begin. The UK urged resolving the issue through international institutions. In the end, we must understand that war only brings destruction, pain, and bloodshed. The destiny of the people of Pakistan and India is intertwined. Both nations can prosper together by living in peace. It is our collective responsibility to urge our governments to step away from the path of war and seek paths toward peace. We must remember that only humanity, love, and peace can save us from destruction. Let us all work together to begin a new era, one focused not on enmity, but on peace and prosperity. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Your feedback is extremely important to us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating and informative videos. At Facts Mystery Box, we always strive to bring you exciting and enlightening content. Thank you.